Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. If those of you would like to come and join us, I'm going to talk about why we should train in the cloud. My name is Paul Cooper. I'm from CallidusCloud. Now, CallidusCloud, our stand is over here. We're not to be confused with the Callidus over here. CallidusCloud's a NASDAQ-quoted company established 17 years ago, and we have a learning management platform which is called Litmos. So I think the thing to focus on today is our Litmos product. So let's talk about today's talk, why train in the cloud, and what should you look for in a cloud-based platform. So first of all, what's sort of in it for the learners? I think this first question. And who are the learners we're referring to? I think we now realize that learners, people can learn anywhere, on the move, wherever, anywhere. And so therefore, we need to be able to provide that learning material on any device at any time. And I think if you can see with everything everywhere rolling out 4G and BT Wi-Fi now reaching 5 million hotspots, and you've got the cloud from BSkyB free to everybody. Really now we're reaching a time where you're not going to have to log in to Wi-Fi's like you've had to today. It's just going to pick you up and you're going to be able to continue to learn all the time. So everything will plug into the cloud. And really learners and organizations can benefit from the BYOD. Have everyone's heard of BYOD, bring your own device? Yeah? Okay. How many people at the moment in the audience are using a learning management system which is based in the cloud? Any people? Just one. Okay. So I'm assuming that the rest of you, your learning systems are on-premise. Would I be true in saying that? Okay. So we believe the benefit of learning in the cloud is that people can bring their own device, they can learn wherever they want, and it can make it a lot more productive. Because if you think that people have to learn while they're on your premises, that uses up a lot of valuable time, when they could be using dead time traveling on a train or maybe just doing something else at home to learn. So convenience. Also, we're now seeing the re-emergence of training managers. There was a time when we talked about learning and development, but according to the blog of the chairman of this conference yesterday, there were training managers making a comeback. How many people in the audience would describe themselves as from training? Show of hands. And how many people from learning? About half and half. Okay, but whatever, whether it's training or learning, we know that there's this entire community. It's been fascinating today on the stand, meeting so many different people who want to learn, people who are consultants as well. And now, the word training making a comeback. So the point is, though, things are changing all the time. And whether you're in training or learning, you don't want to be concerned with the mechanics of your training system, your learning management system. And so the whole benefit of the cloud-based system is that you're able to have your systems updates, your maintenance, your patches taking place on an ongoing basis. This liberates you to focus on what you do best, which is training and learning. And so you will liberate you from those additional responsibilities. And in terms of the business, I'm sure it's not escaped many business leaders that if people can train while they're on the train or on the bus, they're going to save themselves a heck of a lot of time and have more productive people in the office. And of course, not having to have an internal IT team. You said you have an in-house system, so you don't have to involve IT anymore, have the servers and have all the maintenance involved. So that will save the company a lot of money too. And also, it doesn't really matter whether it's a large enterprise or a small enterprise. The benefit of the cloud is it's so much more scalable. So you can start small and then grow. How many people have more than one learning management system in their company? If you've got more than one in your company, can you put your hand up? How many do you have in your business? 4. Okay, that's interesting. And everyone else therefore has just got 1. What's actually happening now, we've noticed, is I used to work for one of the granddaddies of the learning business, a company called SumTotal. That was a few years ago. And they were delivering very big, complex, on-premise products. What we're finding now is that people want to buy training and learning just for a department and then expand it. It's a much less risky way of doing it. They can train people just in an area and then grow and learn and grow with the business. So in summary, the why. Your learners, they're from the era of Facebook, from the era of Tumblr, from the era of Twitter. They want to learn on any device, on their own device, wherever they are at any time. They want to get the right training at the right time. You are the training professionals, the learning professionals. You're already master of your craft. You don't want to have to learn how to administer a learning system which is on-premise. And we want to liberate you from that learning challenge. So we'll save you time, we'll save the business money, we'll save the employees time, and we'll help you make more productive. The other thing we want to say is, I don't know, are people still concerned about security in the cloud? I don't know, do some organizations see some nodding of heads there? I think it's, you need to check us out. You check out other cloud providers too, of course. But really, the security there is here now. All the standards are in place. There are certain organizations, it tends to be the further into continental Europe you get, and the further into Eastern Europe, where they're more concerned with keeping data on the premises. But certainly we found in the UK, organizations have been as fast to embrace the cloud as they are in America. And that is happening all the time. So, and there is secure access for learners and administrators. You need to check, obviously the supplier is physically secure, but this is all available today. This is probably the only time you're going to need your IT department is to validate that the supplier you're going to use is secure enough to use for a cloud system. So the other point is you really should be looking to demand low cost. Gone are the days of having to buy thousands of licenses of software, some of which may end up as being shelfware, and paying a lot of money to consultants to deploy a system. If you can adopt a fairly vanilla approach to your training systems, and you can choose to roll out over a period of time, you can start at a very, very affordable level. For example, the Litmos product, you can just subscribe to it on a monthly basis. Just think about that. Just have a cloud-based product for a monthly basis, and if you don't want it again after a month, you can switch it off. It's that easy to use. So really, we are able to pass on the economies of scale. What you can find is a lot of companies that are very clunky, the big beasts of the learning world, they have such high costs, they need to be able to pass those costs on for the deployment, but you might not see the benefit for some time. So the pay-as-you-go model is what we're about. So there'll be no contract with the right cloud supplier, no licenses, it's just a subscription to software in the cloud. And it's easy to buy, easy to own. The integration with your own organization is very important. I mean, everyone familiar with SCORM here? How many people are familiar with Tin Can as well? Yeah. So with Tin Can being the new SCORM, that ability to integrate data from multiple sources and also integrate with your e-procurement systems, your e-commerce system, shall we say, is becoming increasingly important. For example, one of our customers is the British Standards Institute, the BSI, and they sell courses using Litmos, and they integrate it with their e-commerce system. So you can also turn your learning into a revenue generator. Salesforce.com is becoming ubiquitous. How many people here use Salesforce.com in their business? Many? Many people? Only one. Okay, that's surprising. Salesforce.com is becoming pretty much the standard for the CRM system. And so having your learning system be able to integrate into other systems like CRM is becoming increasingly important. One of the major benefits of Salesforce.com's dominance is they've completely driven the whole cloud agenda. So now it's very acceptable for everybody. So with software as a service, you no longer have to use your IT department to do upgrades. The supplier is responsible, and is upgrading you all the time, fixing bugs and providing with enhancements at all times. So this makes it into a much more of a customer-driven program where customers can import into the things they're looking for and have those enhancements turned around very quickly. And the organization, therefore, gets a higher return on investment. Ease of use, we've talked about. You want to have the same experience whether you're using a laptop, a mobile, an iPad, whatever device you're using, and that's the other key element of having it in the cloud. And there's nothing on the client side, so there's no software to install on the client side. And no software downloads either. So the trick is, you're straight on, you power up, and you're straight into the learning system. You can put it down, pick it up again, pick it up on another device, and carry on the learning, all secured by your own individual login. So this is a slide which talks about the security, talks about the fact there's no red tape around contracts. You don't have to get a legal approval. You just sign up and off you go. A continual return on your investment. So that concludes my presentation today. What I'd like to invite you to do is come and visit Diana and myself at the Litmos by CallidusCloud stand. I'd also like to just show you and direct you to our website. You can see here we have an ongoing blog. So this is Litmos. Look for the name Litmos, the learning management system in the cloud. It's incredibly good value. You're looking at about 50 pence per user per month, and you only pay for the active users. 50 pence per active user per month is what you're looking at to subscribe to the service. You can switch it on or off as you wish. It's for people who want to learn anywhere, any place, anytime. Subscribe to the service, and there's a 14-day free trial with all the prices on there. It's a real soft sell. You go on, you do the trial. If you like it, you subscribe. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you have a very, very customizable requirement where you want something incredibly suited to your needs, we are not for you. Okay? We are not for you. But if you want something very simple, easy to maintain, in the cloud, with incredibly rich functionality, which is evolving all the time, then give it a try. Sign up for the free trial today with Diana over there. Thank you very much for your time.